All right, so I'm gonna give you guys my best strategy for finding these Google Ads products and what I've noticed to work consistently. Now, before I start, one of the things I just wanna mention is that this in specific, finding a good product is one of the harder things to do, but is also the main reason why I love Google stores. All these other Facebook dropshipping kind of spammy ads, everyone tries to post their screenshots early on, and then all of a sudden they have no more results the next month. It's a complete turn and burn business. It's terrible. However, with Google stores, why I've had such long-term success and I've been able to replicate it over and over and over is because that this style is different. Once you find a product, once you find a niche, it is so easy to keep it going for months on end, and it just gets better and better and better. Your ads get better, your product ranks better, and you become more profitable because you're selling more units and you can get a better deal from your supplier. Everything gets better. With Facebook, everything gets worse. So this strategy, I just want to say, if you're like, oh, well, it's hard to find a product. Yes, but that's why it's great. Now, I'm going to make it a lot easier for you to find products. So let's go ahead and get into that right now. So the first thing I want to show you is eSniper. This is actually a tool dropshippers use, but let me show you how we're going to use it and how we're going to do things a little bit differently. What I've noticed a lot of my successful products start out as is I first find a kind of creative niche, and then within that niche, I find a product. So let me explain. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on some website called eSniper, which I'm going to show you in like 2 minutes. This is a curation of all these popular, winning, validated products. And so all of these products that they're going to give us, we're most likely not going to use. However, each product is going to give us an idea of the niche we're going to get into, right? So now, once we have a niche that seems interesting and we're like, I would have never thought of that, then we go and then we single-handedly try to go and search and find for products that are validated based off of our little checklist, which I mentioned in the videos before. So then once we have a handful of products that we like and niches we probably would have never thought of, we'll be like 95% closer to already finishing our product research. So the first thing I want to show you is eSniper. This is personally what I use. I like it. There's other websites that are very similar to this that just shows you a curation of popular products that are selling well via Facebook ads. But this is pretty simple. You can start a free trial, or actually you can start for $1. I'll have a link below. If there's no link, you just type in eSniper.com and it's right there. So let me show you how I use it. So I go through, and this is kind of inside the dashboard, and it's a curation of popular products. In fact, if I just refresh it, it'll probably already have a couple new products. Oh, no, damn it. But regardless, they pretty much refresh their products every couple of hours. So I went through here and I picked some really cool products, and actually this one, which I just saw a little bit earlier, I didn't even show it as an example, but this is a really good idea as well. Wood carving disc, things that are kind of odd and niches I would have not really thought of before, like the wood carving niche. I would have never thought of this, but this is something that can sell extremely well. So I basically would go through here, and one-handed soldering tool. Like if I don't know a word, honestly, like soldering tool, I would literally type in soldering tools on Google and be like, okay, what kind of tools are there? And then I see, ooh, one tool is really ranking up in the listing. And then I would cross-check it, look and see what are my margin, what is the competition, what is kind of like the demand here, and I would add that to my list. I would literally put it in my notes. And so let me just kind of scroll through and see if I could find any other products, and then I'll show you the ones that I specifically picked out. Okay, let me just quickly say, do not sell products like this, because if you sell any copyrighted products like Star Wars, Marvel, anything else, sure, it might be able to sell well. I've never done it, honestly. Like truthfully, I never will, because it's kind of scary. I don't know if they can go and attack you and actually milk your entire LLC, or it's just a cease and assist. But I would not dip into things like this at all. Make sure that they're not copyrighted, or you're not selling under like Disney or something. So let's keep scrolling down. You know what? So let's just keep scrolling down. And so LED taillights, like this is kind of weird and odd, but some of the products that I chose in specific was this one. Now it's kind of blacked out and dark, but this is an outdoor camping fishing chair. So truthfully, this is an outdoor fishing chair. I don't know why they tried to do that, but this is probably just a chair that can hold multiple rods for fishing. And so if I go in and I look at fishing chairs, I will start up here and I'm now looking into not only the fishing niche, but the fishing chair kind of genre. And then I go ahead and I'm looking at, oh, okay, click chair, like this is interesting. I see Bass Pro Shops, a fishing chair right here. And I'll kind of go down the line. Like this one actually caught my attention. So I opened it here. And then by the way, this is definitely, this guy's gonna get taken down. You can't have like a highlighted border on this. Google will definitely crawl that image eventually. But if you look, you'll see like, ooh, like his landing page is pretty bad. It's not very good. And then in the other video, when I go over design, I'm gonna explain kind of why they designed it this way and how you can design it even better without even giving it any thought. So this is actually a good example, a very high price point for a chair with a rod holder. That's ridiculous. That's pretty cool to me. I like it. I like it a lot. I like how they have two photos of this. Very interesting. So this one is actually a security camera. I don't know why this is kind of dark on the bottom, but this is like the security niche is what I was more into. So I was like, ooh, security cameras. So I typed in security cameras and I was looking through and I was like, okay, this is interesting. And I'm like, well, maybe I don't want to sell a security camera, but what if I do a security camera doorbell, like something even more niched? And I'm like, oh, okay. So obviously there's Ring. This is very popular. Now there is someone actually selling Deep Discount Deals Co. Interesting. So maybe there is a little, oh wait, there's like 5,400 searches a month. This is actually not a bad idea. I like this. This is actually not bad. I don't care if there's a Wish thing here. That doesn't matter to me, because once you make a very hyper-focused one product kind of style store, or at least a niche store, your landing page is going to win the customer over rather than some spammy. Let's just look at how they kind of made this. Oh yeah, see, this is yeah, okay. So this is fine. I know Wish is a big company and that's great, but this is not going to make anyone feel super secure about going ahead and getting some Wish item to protect their home. Like this, like that's just not going to work. If it was like a teddy bear, okay. But you guys kind of see where my thought process is, right? So then if we keep on going, okay, waterproof military tactical jacket. I just saw this because it kind of caught my eye in the beginning. It was actually a good thumbnail. This is something you can kind of look into. Another one is this one right here. I saw this one scrolling through. This is kind of mimicking a very popular company. I think everyone has already seen this, and it really reminded me. Now this is a little bit saturated if I'm to be honest, but you can go into this idea and see what other niches are there. Because you know how in the other video I was showing you that roller, that kind of foam roller that vibrates? That's kind of something you could have found if you went through this, I guess, rabbit hole of, okay, here's a lookalike of Theragun. Like if I'm to show you, like this is where it's really mimicking, and you can see, oh, this actually might not be, oh, it's interesting. They actually did a good job for their listing. Let's see who these guys are real quick. And hopefully this isn't boring, but this is literally one-to-one what I do. Okay, well, they almost did it right. Almost, but their landing page is horrible. They were so close, so close. But what I liked is that they had some good text in here. Do not ever put free shipping in your, never do that, because you already have it down here. And then also quieter. I thought this was smart, so I thought they were smarter, because they put quieter than Theragun Carbon. Why did I like this? Because they use the keyword Theragun to rank, and there's 135,000 searches a month. The fact that they actually used another competitor's name to hopefully rank in the same spot, however, they completely blew it because their landing page is not very good. And the fact that they're still ranking in that spot, which is a lot of search volume, they must be squeaking on by somehow. I have no idea. But they're still somehow getting some sales. But Once again, I kind of digress, but this is exactly what I do. Now, this also kind of reminded me of the IPL lasers. I wanted to quickly go over this because in one of my YouTube videos, I mentioned IPL lasers. This is a hair removal device. It blew up about 2018. Yeah, I would say around 2018, maybe even 2017 when no one knew about it, but might be 2018. However, this was like a huge hit. And so when I mentioned it on my YouTube channel, I said, here's an example, but do not do it. However, people still did it and they still made money. Unreal. I have no idea how. But then when I was scrolling through, I saw this. So Wetty. This is a new company I'd never seen before, but if they're private labeling this, I don't know if this is real or fake, these little pop-up notifications someone just purchased, but if they're private labeling this and they're advertising it still on Google Ads and they're ranking kind of high in the listing, that is interesting to me. Now, yes, there's a lot of search volume, honestly, for kind of things like this. Not IPL lasers specifically, but like hair removal devices. This is a good niche. But I just wanted to kind of show you. Now, another couple examples I have are things like this, safety anti-skid chain. The reason why I wanted to bring this up is because I would have never thought of this at all. Like, this was so interesting to me. So then what I did was, yes, I went through kind of the rabbit hole. I looked into this. So if I look at, so I'm just going to type in safety chain tires, and we can see that this is the product that's honestly pretty similar. I see that there's a lot of drop shippers. So I would, this is interesting. So notice how we typed in safety chain tires and we saw like, okay, it looks kind of not very exciting to me, honestly. But if we go right here, mud and sand tire traction, like this just looked interesting. I don't know. This is something that I would look into if I can have good margin with this. This looks interesting and unique if you made like a specific store around why this is great, this spider looking thing. This is just an example of exactly, like I said, what I do to find these products. And so I kind of rinse and repeat over and over. Now, what I really want to do right now is recap. The reason why we are using this is not for the products, it's for the niche. We need to find the niche so then we can kind of do this strategy. We're getting all these ideas. You can go through this each day. It's a curation of new products. I'm going to click refresh. Come on, don't let me down. Damn it. So it's a curation of new products, and then you're going to go through and you're going to find one product, and then a niche, and then another product from that niche, and you're going to kind of keep on going down this little web right here until you find at least a handful of products that you feel super confident with. And remember, don't worry too much, because obviously you're not going to spend too much money in testing, which is what we're going to be getting into in other videos. But hopefully this helps, and I'm going to go over the other ones right now.